I don't know where Tadashi is in this list. He's somewhere up here. I can't see my columns, they're too small. But that should be several people. I don't think that's several legs. I'm just going to keep going. And if we run out of legs to install, I'll get the people up out of bed. Left leg. Because we really only have 7, but we could have made more. I don't know. Shoulders, lungs. Why can't any of you guys need a liver? I have a fresh liver, like, sitting in storage. You know? Left legs. We're up to lung. Decayed. Hold on. Organ is completely decayed. Alright. Means that there's no one guaranteed to save them, so nothing should go to waste. That's the other thing too, is I was watching somebody else's stream pretty recently, and they like went and had a look at the colonists that they had like shot down. And I'd never occurred to me to even look at like the people that we've attacked to see if they have like any bionics or prosthetics to chop off. Like, I've just never thought of it. Like, that's free fucking parts right there. But I don't know if that would still upset everybody. I imagine it would. I've done a couple of like quick saves and then tested this kind of stuff before. And my colony just, with this many people, they just get so upset. But, yeah, I think those people maybe had mods on, either to see the things because I don't have a corpse here to have a look at the moment, because I can't remember. I never look, right? So I don't know if you can see it in core, or if what do you call it? Or if you can remove it in core. That's the other one I was thinking of. Mate, let's get you a spine. We've got like 5 of those laying around somewhere. There we go. Toad's having an insulting spree. I'll leave you be for the moment, Toad, because I need to keep on installing stuff. There's another leg. There's a lot of left parts shot off, by the way. Like a staggering number. That's only bruises, you'll be right. I can't wait till we get some eyes. Just like random eyes, just like what do you call it? Like, not like lurking around, but like just laying around. That's it. When we get some eyes laying around my colony, we'll get some progress. It's just such a creepy thought to be like, oh, there's just like a pile of eyes over there. Just go pick one. We'll install it. I mean, I do assume to some degree that, like, I know a lot of prosthetics are custom to the individuals that wear them, but like, I think eyes kind of like fall under a similar category as glasses, where it's kind of a set mold and then cut to size, is what I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but like, I feel like that would be it. Let's get your right arm. There we go. Left arm's fine. What have you got? You got hearing loss. I don't think we've got another cochlear implant yet. Actually, you know what? It will tell me. Hold on. Left ear. Yes, we do. Okay, lucky you. You get, like, you're on a waiting list for an eye, but you've got, like, an ear. You're gonna have both ears. You're gonna have a spine, a heart. This person's, Nikki's mostly bionic. No wonder why she doesn't fucking die. Nikki's been on the death list for ages. This is explaining some things. I also am not supposed to be installing parts in people that are on the death list. But you know what? I want people able-bodied and able to fight. At least till their death. It would be nice if there was the ability to go, okay, well, this person has passed away. Let's just pull off like the prosthetic parts, because prosthetics are attachments as far as I see them, right? They go on and off a person. So they should be reusable. That's how I sort of see it in this game, is prosthetic should be a reusable item that maybe has some level of deterioration if the person has died and has been left on the person's body as they've died. But, you know, bionics maybe not, because they're fully installed in the person. And that's how I kind of feel about it. But then again, like a prosthetic heart, you're still like reaching into somebody's chest to get that shit out. So I say with the spine, actually. So, yeah, maybe not. Not all prosthetics are the same, you know. Left lungs. What else we got? Spine surgery. Skizzer, this is the time for you, sir. Because we've got some shit that needs to be installed. I'm up to Fuentes and Engo. Engo should be back around near the front, but we're up to Snail. Hold on. This isn't alphabetical order yet. I don't think we've lapped it. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't go for a full, like, round robin and back again kind of thing, but I don't think we've got there, because otherwise I would be finding people that have got things to get installed. I'll probably ignore the... Oh, I clicked off. I was going to say, I was going to ignore the legs and move on from that, but we've got 6 people waiting for surgery, and why are you guys in your beds? Oh my god. So the most frustrating thing is I have a very nice hospital. I have 2 very nice hospitals, in fact, and people go lay in their bed and hope for their surgery. I just can't. Okay, let's see this stack up a bit. There's going to be too many people for legs because I just don't have that many spare legs right now. What have we got? I have no spare bionic legs. I need to look at prosthetics. I think prosthetics are on this one. I think they're on this. Where was I can see them over here. We've got 9 prosthetic arms, 5 prosthetic hearts. Oh, we do have a heart. Who the fuck was it that needed it? Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later. I could be installing some arms, but I did allocate a few people as I saw them. I didn't do everybody, but the people that had like full hands missing, we went for those. I definitely don't have enough prosthetic legs in stockpile. We do actually have a lot of cochlear implants, so I could go back around for some people that need some ears and get them some hearing. If I see some extra people that need some arms, we'll do it. We're looking for ears and arms. This person is like so sick. But yeah, I've been meaning to do this for a while. It's taken a while to make all the prosthetics and all the bionics to have enough to install in my colony, honestly. They're down here, right here. Yeah. Hold on. You need a spine too, you might as well get one. Spine, there we go. Also, somebody in my colony needs a stomach, and I don't know who it is. We'll find them eventually. I think they're near the end of my list, which is why I never come across them. Because like I normally run out of parts before then. But the intention is, if I can get most of my colonists fixed up, my hope is that when we move, everybody will be able-bodied, everybody will be moving at their maximum mobility. I won't have to worry about any of this sort of stuff, you know? It also means that battles should hopefully run a little bit better. You need an ear. Right ear. Lungs, kidneys, lungs. So many kidneys and lungs. Pretty good for most of that. But yeah, this should bring up a lot of people's like recreation as well, because the ones that don't have hearing and vision, they're going to be having a lot of issues with enjoying their recreation time. I do want to install arms. I've just got to find somebody that actually needs one. Left ear. We've already gone through 4 ears, at least. And I got 9. Let's get you a spine. I'm actually going to run through my spines pretty quick too. A lot of my people are also getting bad backs and shit, which I think a lot of my people are just getting older. Where's the hearts? Hold on. Denture. Legs, arms, hearts. There we go. Alright, Rose is getting a heart. What's that? Left shoulder bite scar. Bite scars are fine. I would like to replace, like, fix up so many of my colonists. Could you imagine if I could honestly get all the fucking healing mech serums and just enough to like heal everybody good? I'm gonna understand this game no matter how much I watch it. Really? I mean, everybody does play it pretty different. I'm sure as fuck not playing it. It's the way it's supposed to be played. But like, generally speaking, most people just have like a couple of colonists, kind of do or don't get attached to your people. You kind of grow crops, make food, make gear, hunt animals, stuff like that. You know, it's just too much for me, which is weird because I love Dwarf Fortress, which is supposed to be harder. Yeah, so I've played Dwarf Fortress and I did not get very far with it because there was so much to try to figure out and I couldn't work it out. I also did have a very toxic Dwarf Fortress community at the time, basically like trying to teach me every way to kill my colony. So that was not helping at all. But yeah, RimWorld. I find RimWorld is more of a, like, you start a colony and expect to fail kind of thing. And then when you fail, you kind of learn what you maybe should have done a bit sooner or what might have been important kind of thing. You know, some more throw crap against the wall and see what sticks. But then again, I'm not good at it, but I love it regardless. Yeah, see, the thing with RimWorld is you can kind of play just about any way you want. So, like, if you want to care about your colonists, you can care about your colonists. If they're disposable, you can just get, like, whatever. You can use Prepare Carefully to make them really decent so they're able to do everything. Anything along those lines. And there's just, like, so many ways to customize it. But the general idea of RimWorld is get a couple of colonists and kind of build a box, build a bed, kind of figure out, like, make their room nice, try to get to a point where you can make nicer food for them so they like their food, deal with fires, learn to use, like, materials that aren't flammable, all these kind of things, you know. Plus the other thing with RimWorld is you can play the game on, like, you know, a community builder type of thing, so you don't constantly have a barrage of, like, fucking fights going on to deal with if you don't want to. You know, you can make it really kind of peaceful and just take your time and get to know, like, you see me occasionally just pick up, like, I'll go and tame some random animal because to me, I want to know what it's like to keep that animal. Like, is it a pain in the ass? Is it going to roam every so often? Is it going to have a mental break? Like, what's the deal with it, you know? They naturally gravitate towards Barnex, so it's less likely colonists bleed out. Escalating orders of magnitude or tech levels take time. Yeah, they do. That's the other thing too, is everything takes a bit of time. Like, you can put everything on super fast forward and go ham, but, like, you're better off to just take it slow and just, like, I don't have really any research left, but, like, I enjoy this part of the game. That's why I try to take it slow. When I'm researching, I try not to put down too many benches when I have a shit ton of colonists because it will get done and then it's done forever and stuff. But, like, you know, there's, like, little challenges, like trying to make your allies into allies. Like, these people hate me and those people hate me, but they're my allies now. It takes a bit of effort. It takes a few goes. Sometimes you can just make them really hate you, then you end up with 4 hostiles and 2 allies, and that's kind of shit. But yeah, it happens. Also, welcome in, Andre. The community builder mode is underrated. You still have to contend with illness, mad animals, and extreme weather, just not raids, pirates, and the combat. I mean, I think I used to play on community builder probably before I streamed, or am I on that now? I can't remember. I don't think it's there. I saw this the other day. It's in, what is it? Gameplay, storyteller settings. I'm on community builder. There you go. So yeah, you can play on peaceful. That's the other one I was talking about. So if you want to learn the game and you don't want to get attacked and you just want to kind of, like, figure out, like, what's important and have more time, play on peaceful on any of these except for him and you'll be fine. As you kind of, like, get used to the game, move it up to community builder if you want to, or adventure or whatever, or play with him. I don't care. Like, yeah. it's just, I don't know. I like RimWorld a lot for the like idea that you can just play it however you like. There are a lot of people that love playing it hard and fast, die, burn your colony, go again. I literally was watching somebody last night where I clicked on their stream. They hadn't been live for like more than 15 minutes. Something happened. They already just decided in that moment there's no point continuing that colony. They scrapped it, started again. They took just as long to actually set up the new colony before going again. And I'm just like, holy shit. I've been playing this save for 2 fucking years. And that person played 2 games in 30 minutes. And I'm like, damn. You know, so there's all sorts of fucking ways to do it. They also had like, what do you call it? Like a mini-map mod thing that allows you to like, you're out on the world, you can click on somewhere and it will show you what that looks like. That would be super helpful for me trying to find where I want to move to. But for me to find where I want to move to, that is a lot of caravans. I have to like locate a spot, send a caravan or send a transport pod, settle there, have a look at the terrain, see if I like it or not, abandon that site and move again. That's why I said, like, when I was trying to look for a place for us to move to, I clicked on like over 50 locations I sent caravans to, just to find. I narrowed it down to 4 that I liked, and then I narrowed it down to 1 on Monday, and then I woke up today and I'm like, ugh, I kind of like the other one more, and I'm like, I could go with it, but like, both are just like, one's gonna be easier to build on, but it's gonna just be like, I don't know, very similar to Salvation, I think, the first location. Whereas the second one has like, you know how we got like red zones and stuff? Like this, where you can't build. It only has like the tiniest spot of that. And it has like so much grow area, which, you know, I kind of need the grow area. For a colony of this size, having this much wasted space for fucking growing, terrible. Mind you, if I didn't care about aesthetics of builds and like mirroring and shit, like the average RimWorlder would come over here and be like, all this sand, hydroponics, automatically hydroponics, and then they would have like all this food, like so much food. And I think, mind you, the electronics of running that, fuck no. So how you doing, Andre? What are you up to? But yeah, RimWorld itself, like if you consider it like Dwarf Fortress, where like in Dwarf Fortress, like I haven't got too far with that, but you can have like running colonies and stuff like that, where, you know, they have legacies and then future kingdoms can find them and shit and stuff. Like you can abandon settlements in this and you can like move into places like this place, not this one, but I think I left the place. There was like an abandoned like settlement type thing that I was mining out of earlier. You can move in and build and shit there. Like that's always nice. Working and stressing, just made coffee. Now moats are done though. Nice. Oh, your new emotes. Sorry, you were saying that they should be done pretty soon. I'm pretty sure. If you've uploaded them, I think I'm still gift sub to you. Moment. I am. Fantastic. Well, I look forward to messing with those later. How do I click off that? Go away. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Also, win for the coffee. I kind of wish I had have bought some fucking soft drink this week. I had a coffee earlier, but it is not what I sort of wanted. And I've been drinking water, but the water's like room temperature, which is like the worst. So very displeased with my beverage situation at the moment. I can't do anything about it. But yeah. I guess at least there's RimWorld in the background, so a little less stressing. I'm also trying to like plan out, like there's so many things I'm trying to plan out. Like for instance, tonight I'm doing the testing the multi-stream, obviously, and then I've got rigging tomorrow. I've got like tweaking of this probably either tomorrow or the weekend. I'm trying to sort out logistics of 7 Days to Die as well, because I haven't been playing my stream save because I kind of done with it. Like I had planned to play it until about May, and we're at the end of May. So there's nothing else I really want to do with it, and I kind of just want to play 2.0 already. But they also announced that they'll be doing a dev stream sometime soon, hopefully, which means if they're doing a dev stream, it means that about a week later they should have, hopefully, the experimental, and then 1 to 2 weeks after that, they should hopefully have, you know, the full fucking thing. So here's hoping sometime in June. But yeah, I'm trying to like work out the logistics of how to set that up, because my current internet provider apparently doesn't let me host in the way that I was previously for my 24-hour server. So Rose, whereabouts are you? I've got 3 people in surgery at the moment. Rose is right next to medicine, so she'll be fine. Rose is getting a heart installed though. Can we go again on that? I should have 2 hearts, hopefully. If they haven't removed it, she shouldn't die. Also, why are you doing surgery? Out of everybody I have in my fucking base, why are you the one that's medicaling at the moment? Where the fuck is... Oh, Cypress is in bed beside you, but where the fuck is Dally? Where is Franklin? You're getting a leg. Franklin, mate. I will deal with that gold in a second. I want a proper medic in here doing heart surgery specifically. McPherson, you. Come here. Not Rice. McPherson. Get your cheeks down here. You are going to work on Rose. Actually, right now, I need you to just come down here. That'll do us good. Alright, because right now she's getting just tended to. She's no longer bleeding out. Okie dokie. So, chimpanzee mate, you are going to get relieved of duty. I don't know why a 6 is working on a heart when I have like, what are you, 11? 14. Okay, mate, just get down here. Alright. I want you to operate on her. No more operation, chimpanzee. Mate, you're our builder. Should be fine. Okay, Cypress is in here too. He's a medic. Augury's getting multiple things installed, I think. She's only getting the 1. No, she's only getting the 1. She's getting a spine. We have a few spines around the place. McDonald, I don't know what you're in hospital for. Marjot, what are you doing in here? What's Dan getting? Dan's getting a ear. You've got an ear. A lot of people got ears today. What else do you get? Got a leg. Barnes got a leg. Bowman is no longer bleeding out, but he needs a leg, and I'm betting I don't have a fucking leg anymore. The ads. Yeah. Yeah, they do happen every hour. I'm curious how it works on YouTube, though, because I set it up to be automated. I can have a say in it, or I can let YouTube try to do its own thing, and for like a first test stream, I'm not fucking around with it. It can do its own thing, and I'll have a look at what it did later. Hopefully it will show me like after the fact. But I also kind of hope that YouTube does more less invasive shit, you know. But I'll find out. We'll get all the testing out of the way. Got a leg. Are you supposed to be getting an ear, sir? Maybe. I'll get you an ear while you're here anyway. Nikki is mostly bionic at this point. Prosthetic? She's mostly prosthetic. Okay, that's fine. Nikki's fine. Okay, and Bowman's... How is your surgery going? You're still working on the spine. What is Naomi's skill with this? She's an 8. Yeah, no shit, that fucking failed. I'll be honest. Surgeries like this should be really getting done by somebody much higher than that. How much are you bleeding out? You got 9 hours. I'll let you get healed up, and then if I can get back to you before you escape the bed, I'll find where the fuck Dally is. Because I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. I know he's in the colony. I keep seeing him when I make caravans, but I haven't seen Dally for a while, you know. That's saying something, since I saw a Josh earlier and I'm like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, I have a Josh, okay? I mean, I do, but like, yeah. I don't know. I probably could fix up Farrell, honestly. Any more animals? Yes. It's really weird. Like, so usually what happens with my colony, for anyone that doesn't know, is about every fortnight, so about every 8 hours in game, my colony gets attacked. Right, that's kind of the consistent. Sometimes more, sometimes less. And I'm not really getting attacked. Like, we've got this really big pause here. That's unusual. It's not uncommon because there's a few spots where that has happened. But then if I look at what kind of follows it, what the hell is that white one? Oh, it was a marriage. Okay, that's not a bad thing. But I've had a few really, really big attacks after breaks, and I'm concerned that what's coming is going to be a friggin' massive attack because our wealth is over 2 million. Spy trade. I'm free. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately the ads happen every hour. They will do that. Unfortunately. You guys... Yeah, you guys go back down there. You guys are going home and you're going to that one. Alright, we'll go down to the extra gold. This slot will probably come back to that one. It'll be fine. But yeah, no. I have got like the automated message that I put up to kind of give you guys a heads up. If I see it prompt me beforehand, sometimes I don't see it. Sometimes I'm too engrossed in something and I don't see it say that ads are coming. But I usually get about 1 minute beforehand heads up for that. So I'll normally just ping the thing to let you guys know it's coming. Because that way if you see that big block of like text that says, hey, ads are about to run, you can kind of like choose whether or not you want to like ask a question or you want to hold out for a few minutes or get up and go get a drink or something like that at that time. Mind you, obviously it's not always practical. Sometimes mid-conversation you want to hear the end of that conversation, or you've already asked a question and I'm gas bagging, you know? But yeah, for the most part, like if I could set it up that it wasn't... Like, if I could set it up to be less than 3 minutes and not have pre-rolls, I would love that. I would like it to be like maybe 30 seconds to a minute at the worst, once an hour, and not have pre-rolls. But to have pre-rolls removed, I have to have it up to 3 minutes, or 3 minutes in total across the whole hour, which means either like constant interruptions or just one block of like gone. It's frustrating. It's cool, it's part of the whole Twitch experience. In any way, shape or form, I'm perturbed by them. Yeah. I used to have some people come in that were like genuinely like upset every time it ran, and I'm like, look, I get it, you know, but I'm in the same boat. If I go and I watch somebody else, I'm not in a position to like sub or financially support other creators and stuff. I'm like barely in a like position to support myself. So like when I'm watching somebody else, I just have to deal with the ads, and sometimes ads come up at like really weird times where like I've asked a question. Like I was listening to a streamer this morning, I think it was, and they were going into depth about some explanation of their RimWorld, and never heard any of it because the ads ran, and I'm like, that's a shame. I kind of wanted to know what they were going to say. I think a boom alert just went boom. Yeah, there's a boom rat. Why are you confused and wandering, mate? Where did you go? I just want to find out if Tadashi is confused and wandering because surgery. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Caravan arrived at Lump. We will get to that in a second. Before Augury's fully patched. She's mostly patched. Let's get you a spine. If I have a spare spine at this point, honestly. I don't actually know if I do. Let's go with that. A lot of people don't like them. I know some people over abuse them in general once in a while. Isn't a big deal to me. Yeah. We're supposed to have something attack us here. This will be interesting. Get that sorted out, and then I'll just get this set up and I'll let them walk in and we'll see what attacks so that they're doing stuff. Alright, they should be good with that. I don't know why Ellie's hurt. I think she had the punch up before she left. Best I can do is sit back and get them so I can at least throw pennies and nickels at you. I appreciate that. Like, I have heard a lot lately from various streamers and stuff that, you know, a lot of people have been saying that they're not getting much revenue. I don't get a lot of revenue anyway from it. So, like, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like a passive thing in the background that, like, the nickels and cents and stuff add up to eventually hitting a payout and stuff. But yeah, I have heard that lately it's gone to shit, but I personally haven't looked to know. I've just been hearing it around, so I prefer the whole play a bunch of ads in a row, not have ads for a while, than one every 5 minutes. So you do us nice. I appreciate that, Nuke Dragon. Because, like, I'm the same. I was watching another creator, like, early in my days of, like, streaming, and the way I sort of felt was he had ads, like, 30 seconds every other minute, like, every few minutes or something like that. And it was just fucking infuriating. I'm just like, you get into the kind of groove of what was going on in the stream or the game or the conversation and ad. And then you come out of that, you kind of get your bearings again and go again and then ad. And it was just like, oh my God, I'm trying to support you so much, but like, this is insufferable. My other groups arrived at the lump too. Oh good, this is the other caravan arriving. Cool, we should be able to go. We got some bucks and stuff to hunt, and then we'll get out of here. A lot of these should have probably be like close to rotting, unfortunately. We're not going to get the muffaloes home in like one piece, but we could maybe peel them when we arrive, so that could be good. Yeah, what are you up to, Nuke Dragon? I do have like, some people kind of take a break themselves during them. I said earlier someone could go into full-blown conversation and poof, ads happen. I'm like, wrong time. I fully get that. So when I started streaming and I hit affiliate and ads became a thing that were on my channel, the hell was that? Maybe a gunshot? Oh, that's what it was. So when I started with the ads, originally when an ad break happened, I would literally pause and just not do anything. And I had 3 kind of concerns with that. Is some games I couldn't pause, like when I was playing PUBG, it's a live ongoing thing. So I can't just stop and stand there and not move. I'll get killed, or I'll get killed by the blue zone and stuff. So there were certain games where I couldn't just do that, which was frustrating. There was, when it came to editing, I had to remember where that ad break was and cut that out. And because I was cutting my videos up, my VOD, into like 30-minute sections, I had to allow for the 3 or so minutes that were taken out each time to then like stop the next consecutive episode from. So if like episode 2 had 3 minutes taken out of it, then episode 3 had to move, like had to have an additional like 3 minutes on it or something, like, you know, little shit like that kind of thing. I think episode 2 needed an additional 3 minutes in it so I could cut out the 3 minutes for the ads. The finicky little shit like that made like early days editing kind of a pain in the ass. And then of course probably the big one that I probably should have ignored was when I did get a few of my first few subscribers on Twitch that were like obviously paying not to have ads and stuff. They should, like, if you guys ever like do any kind of like financial support shit at me, like, you know, a sub or cheering and stuff like that, do it because you want to and are in a position where you can. Please don't like expect shit back for that, unless you're getting like a sub, in which case you get emotes. Obviously you're entitled to that, that's perfectly fine. But like, I had people like genuinely really upset that they were paying to get rid of the ads, but then I sat there and did nothing during those ads, even though I had announced that I did nothing through those ads. And yeah, at early day streams, I just felt like kind of pressured, almost bullied into not stopping. And then of course, like I said, there were the games that I couldn't stop. So I just kind of just gave up on that and just kept trying to like just flow through, regardless of if something, you know, if I could pause or not, kind of thing. And that's just kind of how I've gone since. But usually if I see an ad come up and somebody